Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of habits, still on sunny Bornholm, catching some sunlight today. Once again, the final rays even, here in the vacation home / summer house. And we had dinner and whatnot. Now we're finishing with some Lambic because the missus and I love Lambic. And I'm cracking one that's going to be my first blend from this producer. This is from Boerenerf, I think that's how you say it. Boerenerf? I'm not sure. Boerenerf. I think that's what I'm going to say. Or Boerenerf. But even though it might be wrong. But it's going to be my first blend for them. I have a couple in the cellar. I also have a Goose of theirs. But yeah, this was one I picked up on Beer Dome. So thanks a ton to Beer Dome for the Lambic, the beer. They have a great selection of beer. They have a Lambic once in a while. They actually have a lot of wild ale and Lambics, but oftentimes they'll get some kind of exclusive bottles and they will go quite fast. Like the last time they had Cantillon, it was like poof, because they had variants that was not just the Goose Creek and Rosé de Cambrinos. But this is from Boerenerf, as I said, and this is Fluweel. Fluweel. I'm just trying here. I didn't even look up what it meant, but really like the watercolor artwork on this. In general, they have some really cool artwork. These guys. So this is a Lambic, which is a blend of young and old Lambic that's been macerated on raspberries and blue Muscat grapes. And blue Muscat grapes are often actually what's served, I think, in Denmark as grapes you buy in the supermarket for snacking. And when you ferment them and whatnot, apparently they get like a little bit peary, very strong grape flavor as well, and also a bit like rose. It's not a grape variety you see commonly used in like winemaking and whatnot a lot. I think it's used for like table wines. And it's not something I've seen too much of in Lambic, although I think I have a white Muscat grape Lambic at home from Bofkont. But white Muscat grape was at one point a popular grape in Alsace, but not too much anymore. But yeah, let's check this one out. 6.95% alcohol by volume. This is a 23 vintage, bottled on the 6th of November last year. So it's quite a fresh bottle. And usually I like to drink my fruited Lambics fairly fresh. It always depends. Often with grapes, I like to go further with aging and whatnot. But especially with the raspberries, I really like to drink it fresh. So you get that vibrancy, fruity raspberry flavor with a touch of sweetness. Because with age, I've really had some bad experiences with the raspberry lambics where they're like really vinegary. So I need to be convinced with a bottle that's in really good conditions to say, yes, you should age your raspberry lambic. But let's take this one out. So pours a beautiful maroon red color in the glass with a pink head. I mean, that just looks great. That's a beautiful color. Streaming CO2, nice massive pop when I took out the cork. Let's check out the aroma. Ooh, that smells really nice. I totally get the rose kind of thing. It's like almost like a rosy hibiscus kind of raspberry note to it. Really soft funk. Not too much of it, but a little bit. Drying oak. That hibiscus rose thing is really getting to me. Also like layers of sweet grape, like quite sweet grape quality. A little bit of something that feels like dry and tannic. Woodiness maybe. But yeah, that perfumey. It's almost like perfumey and candy-like a little bit. That's interesting. It smells pretty good. I think the missus is really going to like this, just judging by the aroma. But let's try it. Cheers, and thanks to the Beer Dome for the beer. Ooh, that's pretty good. Very vibrant, juicy raspberry flavor right now. And then it finishes with like a drying, tannic note. And that must be the Muscat grapes, I think, and also maybe a little bit of the oak. Okay, for a first Lambic from these guys, this is pretty freaking delicious. It's not like mind-blowing, but it's just really, really nice. I'm looking forward to see what these guys have to offer. I might have tried a single bottle or something like that when I've been in Belgium the last couple of years, but I just don't really remember. What I remember is just seeing their bottles and not trying any. I know they even did like a maroon barrel-aged creek or something like that with cinnamon or something, I think. That sounded really cool. But this is really tasty. It's not like mind-blowing, but it's just fresh and vibrant fruit lambic. So much jammy, juicy, fruity, tart raspberry flavor without being too sour. And this like perfumey, hibiscus, kind of rosy grape nuance to it as well. That pairs really well with the raspberry. They complement each other. You get like a perfumey note and almost like candy note, a little bit like candy raspberry. This is really, really delicious. See how long this is running. We're doing very okay with time. In terms of oak and funk and everything, it's subtle on the flavor. It's mostly like lactic acid sourness, maybe a little bit of a drying, funky, oaky, tannic finish. But it's very light, but it's also really, really young. But what do you get when they are really young lambics like this is these vibrant, tasty fruit flavors with some of the characteristics you expect in a lambic. There's even a bit of lemon to this. Whereas if you drink like a kettle sour, you do not get these layers of complexity. It's just a bit more one note, which is why I always prefer lambic and wild ales when it comes to beer that's sour. And also the sourness in this one is really palatable. It's lactic, it's not vinegary. The previous one I had, which I had really high expectations to, was a bit more vinegary. That one had much more going on in terms of complexities. This is a bit more simple, but it's also really young. In terms of aging, I think you can definitely age this for a little while. I wouldn't go too far because you can sense there is a good amount of sourness here, not overbearing, but I have a feeling it will build as some of the sugars from the fruits are being eaten up by the bugs. Yeah, really, really good blend. I'm really sure the missus is going to love this. So in terms of a grade for the Fluweel by Boerenerf, let's go with like a 90, 91, 92 or something like that. Like really nice lambic, really good blend. I'm looking forward to trying some more from these guys. I need to pick up some more, I think. I want to try that creek with cinnamon. I think that sounds intriguing. But this was nice. So yeah, if you guys had a chance to try Fluweel from Boerenerf, let me know what you thought of it. Very good stuff. Nice first introduction to this lambic producer. I'm not sure if they brew or if they're just a blender. I need to look it up because I didn't do much research before. But like usually with lambic, you're either a brewer and a blender or just a blender. Or yeah, that's usually how it is. So if you're just a blender, you get lambic from other producers that you use for making your own, like goza and make your own fruited macerations and everything. But nice stuff. So if you guys had it, let me know. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I'm going to say cheers and some damn delicious lambic, and see you guys in another video.